Yo, what is up everyone, and in today's video, I'm going to be ranking every single PvP style from PvP Legacy. Now starting off first, we have Axe PvP. Now Axe, obviously it has to go pretty high, but I think generally, Axe PvP is a pretty boring game mode. So I don't think it can go S tier, but I feel A tier is pretty good, and also in a normal survival world it's pretty helpful to know how Axe PvP works and the easiest way to kill mobs or the easiest way to kill players. UHC PvP, this is another one that that's super helpful to know in some like a survival world or something, but it's not as well known as Axe PvP. But I still think if you're gonna know it, I think it's in general more helpful than Axe. So that's kind of what I'm basing this list off, is another thing, how helpful it is in like an SMP or how fun it is to play. Axe PvP is just pretty boring. It's very pain dependent. I mean, you can play low pain, but it's just not as fun in my opinion, and since I'm a low pain player, I generally don't like Axe as much. UHC, however, is very fun either way. So yeah, I think A tier is pretty solid. Next up is OP PvP, which is basically sword PvP. Man, I don't want to put all these in A tier, but I feel like this is just A tier, bro. I don't know what else to say. I think it's bottom of A tier. I don't think it's better than Axe or UHC, mainly because you're never gonna be playing in survival and not have a shield. It's like incredibly easy to get, you know, 1 iron in like how much planks, like 6 planks for a shield. Yeah, most cases you'll have a shield, so there's really no point in practicing OP unless you just have fun playing sword, which I could understand. I have a lot of fun playing sword. Okay, next up is Nether PVP. This is probably where this list is gonna take a turn and people are gonna hate me, but I'm personally putting Nether in S tier.
What the hell?
Now hear me out. If you're playing something like an SMP, Nether is super helpful to know. It's super helpful. Another thing, Nether just makes your aim really good. It's fun to play. It's easy to understand. It makes your accuracy better. I don't know. I just really like Nether. I don't know why you wouldn't. Okay, next up is Diamond Pot. Diamond Pot, I gotta be honest, I really don't like Diamond Pot. I don't know. Diamond Pot is just not really that fun. It's mainly comboing. That's like the main game mode mechanic. I'm gonna put Diamond Pot at C or B. I don't know. I feel like it's in the middle. I'm gonna put it at C just to make this list a bit more even. I don't think any of these game modes are gonna go in D. So at least if I put it at C, you know, there's something to see. Crystal PvP. Okay, I'm not lying. Crystal PvP is super fun, but the only time you would ever use Crystal in an SMP is if you're playing like the Donut SMP or something. And like, who plays that garbage? For real though. Crystal PvP though, Crystal PvP is like the only PvP game mode that you only play for PvP. Like all these you could play in a normal survival game, but Crystal, why would you Crystal PvP a zombie or like a skeleton? I would say it's an A tier in terms of fun, but it's a C tier in terms of actual like helpfulness, so I'm gonna put it at B tier. Okay, bow PvP. Bow PvP is just fun, you know? I feel like bow PvP would be a lot better if they just added a crossbow and a bow. I feel like that would make things a bit more interesting. You know, once you know the player is decently low, you've hit them at full like the full bow hold up thing, because it does more damage when you hold the bow to max. I don't even know, bro. I'm gonna put it above Diamond Pot, but it's not gonna be a B tier because I can't do Crystal like that. That would hurt a lot of Crystal PvPers' feelings. I added SMP PvP on this list just because I've talked a lot about SMP in this list, so I added it even though it's not a game mode. But usually one of my custom kits is definitely SMP PvP, just because I think it's super fun. I like it's basically Nether Pot, but with a shield, ender pearls, and there's no health pots. So yeah, I think it's a pretty fun game mode. I think it's a solid. In terms of helpfulness, it's definitely A. It's a super good kit, but you know, it's not even a game mode. A lot of the time you're kind of not gonna have this kit a lot because it just takes a while to get. It's either top of B tier or bottom of A tier. I'll put it top of B tier. I feel like this is pretty respectable. Okay, this is my list. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, and yeah.